married my sister, now we're living together. Roommates in law.
Roommates in law, Tom.
We're back. I'm Tommy Schneeman.
I'm Timmy Smee.
And we are not roommates.
We're not even brothers-in-law.
But we are
good pals. Always have
great
been.
ones. No.
Well,
we haven't always been good pals.
Well, I mean, since like 6th grade.
Yeah. I remember you hated me in 5th grade though.
I could feel it in 6th grade.
You were kind of a bully in 5th grade. 6th grade
it
started coming
I was
around.
the big cool kid.
Were you actually?
No.
I was like, no, you weren't.
I was never the big kid.
No.
I was always getting beat up by my brother and his friends.
Did you see the picture Allie Drapos posted on Instagram today?
Was it me in 5th grade?
No, it was me in 5th grade.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. It was,
were those the ones that got sent to the one of you being a sweet little communion boy?
Oh, no, close. Same time frame. But it was Chris Higgins and Allie Drapos were playing Minneapolis. Stayed at my parents' house this weekend, and were just sending me pictures of me as a kid.
Yeah. I've seen. I used to live there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Also, that was me. I remember.
I have them all, but I didn't go through puberty. Truthfully, nothing changed in so long.
Well, how old are we looking here? What's this last photo? How old are you there?
Well, it's 11th grade, so junior year in high school.
That's you in 11th grade?
Yes. Thank you.
I thought this ended in like 6th grade.
No, dude. When I say that I was 5'3", going into my senior year of
That's a
high school.
17-year-old boy I'm looking at right there.
Right there.
You look the kindergarten photo versus 17.
It's not
like
that
with
different.
no hyperbole at all. Is almost the exact same photo.
I know.
So that's 10th, 9th, 8th. Tom.
Yeah.
Hey, sometimes genetics work out.
Dude, I mean, can you imagine how much I was sweating, though? Because the storyline the whole time was my dad and my brother both were late bloomers, too. But they both grew end of sophomore year of high school. So, like, going into high school...
You're like, this is what it's going to be.
Yes, going into high school, like, end of freshman year, even though. Like, I wasn't sweating. I was 4'11" as a freshman. And I'm, like, not sweating because...
You're like, I got a year.
Because I wasn't able to, actually, at that point. But I was like, I got a year and then it'll happen.
So you didn't even start wearing deodorant until like freshman year of college.
Yeah, I was like, can I borrow some? College roommate. I think I gotta learn how to shave also. What do we do with armpit hair?
Finally got some armpit hair under here.
Yeah, finding a pube in your freshman year dorm room is not great.
But you know what? Going through puberty early never works out.
I don't know about never. I don't know. I wasn't hoping for a 6th grade puberty.
But
Maybe
I mean, you remember the
freshman?
guys that like got all the facial hair super early?
Yeah.
They look 112 years
Yeah,
old
and
right
two
now.
Kids.
Yeah. I mean, it never works out. You want the late over the early.
I'll take the late. But
You know?
but after it didn't happen sophomore year, then I was like, oh, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be 5'2".
I'm gonna be a sweet little boy my whole life.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be completely fucked.
I started getting nervous. Junior year.
I feel like you've grown up a lot just from when I met you.
Yeah, it's still kicking.
Because like
puberty's still bouncing around.
Still looked like kind of a little kid the first time I saw you.
Yeah, well, if I shave all the way down and didn't drink as much, I think I'd still look pretty young.
If I didn't make any of the decisions I make, I think I'd look better.
The pandemic really kicked my ass. I mean, it was crazy. Like the first year of it.
Brother, didn't it all? Didn't it hit all of us?
Yeah, it did.
Didn't it? I got called ugly again by an audience member.
What?
Again.
Why does this keep happening?
Here's what
was it another very specific insult?
It was. Well, I think here's what's happening.
You've spent some time thinking about this.
I mean, it's been twice in a week and a half. I'm like, what's going on here? I called Lizzie immediately. I was like, got called ugly again.
What does that remind me? Oh, fell off the jetway
again. Well, so we're at this show. It's at the Rambler.
Okay.
Bar show.
Good show?
It was actually super fun. It was an absolute clusterfuck, but it was super fun.
Okay.
It's outside, but it's like covered. It has like the plastic covering over it.
Okay.
And it starts pouring down rain.
Not great.
So it's the loudest venue you've ever been inside in your life.
Just.
I mean, you're screaming into the microphone. One of the gutters behind us kind of bursts, so there's all this water just pouring down right behind the stage. The stage is soaked.
What?
It's just on the ground right behind you. It was like kind of hilarious.
Yeah.
So we're all just trying to make the best of this thing.
Right.
So you got like you can't get up there and just do straight material, or you're absolutely just
You're out of your
dead
mind.
in the water.
Oh, there we are. Ding, 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 ding.
Come on, that's not bad.
I almost did error, but that's not us. Ding, 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 ding is our thing.
So I get up there, I'm riffing and I'm raffing.
All right.
Start going after her. This girl's like, I don't know, she's been kind of annoying. Her friends are. So I start kind of going after her a little bit. She's having a great sense of humor about it. All of her friends are laughing. I'm kind of killing. I'm feeling great. And I hear this guy goes, yeah, roaster.
Yeah.
And you know when you're just like, oh, that was instantly way more annoying
than
than anything this girl's ever done in her life. Yeah.
New target.
The eyes just went, right, just full seek and destroy.
Uh-huh.
And so I find this guy, so I'm kind of going after him a little bit. And I must have implied something that like, because he went, actually, I'm gay. And I was like, oh, well, you should dress way better then.
No.
And he goes, you're ugly.
oh, he didn't even get creative.
He got nothing out of it. And so I start going after him a little bit more, and we start having a fun time. I'm kind of killing. I was like, you're not going to think I'm that ugly when I'm sucking your dick after the show. And now the audience is making a noise. And it's like not a laugh. It's like a laugh and like a ha.
Yeah.
It was a really weird noise.
Yeah.
It was a really chaotic noise, but it was really fun. And then Kristen Toomey went up after me. I was like, hey, did he ever come around? She's like, I've never seen a man that mad my entire life.
Oh, he was pissed.
He was pissed, which is the worst kind of human being.
Yeah.
Because he was loving it when I was going after this other girl.
Yeah, roaster.
Roaster.
Also, that just, what a loser comment.
I mean, that's why I was like, oh, I'm done with you now. Thank you for being a good sport. Now I ruined this man's night.
Yep. You're like, you're off duty now.
Yeah. Thank you for your service.
You can go ahead and clock out.
Going after this sack of shit right now. But I'm like, okay, I got home. I'm like, Lizzie, things are changing around here.
The go-to insult against me now is I'm ugly.
I'm ugly. You can't have that, Tom. I did 8 push-ups today.
Yes, dude. It starts somewhere.
I mean, something's got to change. Holy shit. Really fun show, though, The Rambler.
Hell yeah.
On Wednesdays.
Outside during the winter. Space heaters?
Well, it's like
It's like a covered patio.
Yes.
What's the roof?
It's plastic. It's like PVC kind of plasticky stuff that they can take off in the winter.
Yeah.
But
no, in
boy,
the summer.
I mean, I'm sorry, in the summer. But boy, when that rain
We've
hits
got seasons figured out.
it's fucking so loud.
Yeah, that's tough.
It was really fun.
Yeah. Good.
So, yeah, that's got to stop.
I mean, you guys, don't call my friend Tim ugly, please.
I mean, come on. I know I'm not a full treat.
Don't just get creative, though. Because eyes are too close together. Even if it was true, then at least you're being a good insulter.
It's something specific enough to make me go,
Yeah. Like, and then I also respect your specificity, your creativity, your ability to hurt someone.
Something.
But you're ugly.
You're
It's
ugly.
Like, oh, that's just a loser attempt.
That's why I haven't heard that since 4th grade.
Yeah, you put a little work in.
That's why he absolutely stunk. Kind of glad I ruined his night.
Yeah, he could have, especially as stereotypical as this is, as a gay man. If he just talked about your choice of outfit, that probably would have sat.
Well, the thing was, I already toasted his outfit.
Ah, true. Yeah. Oh, so he couldn't go back with that.
He had not, and he also did look like shit. He was dressed horribly.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, buddy, if I think you look bad, something's up.
Yeah.
I'm wearing a sweatshirt with 11 holes in it. And Kanye didn't make
and a pair
it.
Of
These are like
jeans
my
that
holes.
got a full drink spilled on it 7 days ago, and I haven't
Still
washed
haven't
them
washed
yet.
them.
Have you washed them yet?
Yes.
All right, good.
No.
I knew it. I do hate washing jeans, if I'm being honest, because they don't fit great afterwards.
They're skin tight after.
Oh, did I just cut out?
You're cutting a little bit. Oh, no. Oh, boy. We'll cut this out.
Hello. Are
We're
we back? Oh, my God.
I can hear you.
That was chaotic.
Thank you, Lord.
Sorry,
Thank you,
folks.
Lord.
We're back.
All right, so
what were we talking about?
I'm ugly. You just got back from Mexico. Tell me about Mexico. We got Mexico Tom in the house.
Mexico Tom. Did I get tan at all?
Yes, your cheeks are rosy.
I was wearing a. I think that's just because I've had half a drink. I was wearing a full brim hat the whole time.
Is this this ridiculous hat I'm seeing right there?
Yeah, kind of a fun one. It's fun.
Maybe it's one of those things where it's like I'll have to see it on.
Yeah, and in a pool in Mexico.
Sure.
I'm not wearing it to the Laugh Factory.
Well, you might.
What if I'm that comic?
Hat guy.
Cool hat
Cool
guy.
hat guy. Everybody loves that guy.
You've seen this next comic with his cool hats.
This next guy's got a sick-ass hat on.
That's when I know that I'm in a good place comedically, is when I start thinking really hard about how I look on stage. And I think maybe that's the issue.
Well, you know my theory about how I look on stage. I have to look kind of disheveled.
Yeah, I know. And I like picking out what it is.
It's usually like the shirt.
The shirt wiener is one of the weirdest things that you do.
Well, I also wear dirty shoes.
You do, just to give people some context. Tim has a theory that you can't dress completely well on stage. So he'll go nice jeans, nice sweatshirt, like a what's it called, crew neck sweatshirt,
Little crew,
white shoes, and then a shirt underneath the crew neck. But he'll pull out just under
little
his
part of
stomach.
it.
He'll pull out part of it.
Not
like
always.
Shirt wieners sticking out.
No, it's like sometimes it comes out of the side.
But it looks unintentional. But knowing that it's intentional makes me want to light the building on fire.
You can't be fully. You
That's
can't
insane.
think about your outfit too much on stage. I stand by that.
Right, yeah, but no one is gonna see a guy in jeans and a sweatshirt and be like, "Well, he thinks he's better
Like,
than
oh,
us."
really?
Oh,
Wow,
you-
so somebody went to J. Crew.
Poof. So you've got a shirt that fits, you piece of shit.
You got to also wear shoes that have a little life in them.
You don't.
Yeah, you do, Tom.
You don't.
This is my theory.
Yeah, I know.
I stick by my. At least I believe in something, Tom.
Yeah, I'm more of a I agree with whatever you think kind of guy.
I got thoughts.
I'm
and
like,
theories.
I believe this, and people are like, but what about this? And I'm like, yeah,
You're 100%
also that
right.
Too. That works too.
I always used to get shit for my show shoes because they didn't look good enough.
What were they?
Just shoes that had some life in them.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Which
I mean,
every
I don't
audience
wear,
member
like I like
leaves.
these on stage. They're
They got some
kicked
life
around.
in 'em.
They've got some scuffs.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Somebody that is like crisp from head to toe. I'm like, get out of here.
Crisp. Yeah. But
Get out of here with that.
all right.
You can only pull that off if you're a black guy.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the only. If I see a guy walking up on stage with like some crisp Air Force Ones, you know,
And he's not black.
and he's not black, I'm like, what are you doing? You look
Yeah.
like a fool.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, tell us about Mexico, Thomas.
It was good. I was in Cancun for a wedding. All-inclusive resort. Cancun, not my favorite place.
Yeah.
It just, especially this was a very touristy weekend. It's because Cancun the rest of the year is pretty
pretty chill.
natural
Yeah,
and,
pretty-
and local heavy. But it's because it's President's Day weekend. A lot of travelers. Some of the worst people I've ever seen in the airport.
Or they're there for the sole purpose of like, it's like people that go to New Orleans. They're like, we're going here, and we're gonna drink ourselves into a coma.
Yeah, but even that, I think with New Orleans, there's a culture. I mean, so it's like there's like it's like a little more creative than
Sure.
Cancun. Cancun is like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Think of a vacation. It's
Okay.
like the first thought,
Yeah.
especially like all inclusive. And again, whatever vacation, how you want a vacation, but it's like it's just the people I saw. I saw so many people complaining about the quality of food and beverages.
Well, the
And I'm like,
all-inclusive, that's what you get.
yeah, I'm like, hey, they've made 48,000 daiquiris today.
Yeah.
It might not be the strongest drink.
What kind of bodies are we looking at on this
Not
all-inclusive
great.
resort? Yeah.
And not the best bodies I've ever seen. A lot of Iowa and Wisconsin.
No shame either.
Oh, no.
Popping
No.
that top, and they're out there.
Oh, man. The amount of furry, fat shoulders I
you
saw.
gotta shave those.
I don't know what you're doing.
Here's
you go
a-
to Cancun once a year, shave the back and the shoulders.
Here's the thing. You ever seen this little number? When they got the really hairy back and shoulder, but they shave just enough around their neckline so
Oh,
it
yeah.
doesn't pop out into the
Yes.
shirt.
Yeah, they're just
I
doing
mean,
the shirt shave.
Is that an unbelievable look?
That is brutal. I think I saw a lot of that this
That's
weekend.
when it kind of fully looks like, oh, you put a little hair sweatshirt on.
Yeah. If it's thick and if it's dark enough,
It's off-putting.
it's weird. I'm like, you're part bear.
It's really
This is-
off-putting.
And that's funny. A girl that I was with this weekend, we saw one that was like really bad.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the girls that I was with, I was like, hey, is that insane? Like, is that just a complete? Because the guy wasn't a horrible looking dude.
Mm-hmm.
He just he looked like he was wearing a long sleeve sweatshirt.
You got to laser it off,
Well,
honestly.
she said she didn't mind it. She was like, I don't mind that look. And I was like, I think you're alone in that, but that's interesting.
Well, see, I know women that don't mind at all, or even prefer a lot of like chest hair, stomach hair.
Yeah.
Back hair, I've never heard
No,
anyone
the full
be a fan
over the
of.
shoulder.
Yeah, any of
into
that
the back,
shit. Never heard of that.
You can't be into that.
But I mean, a lot of ladies like it when they're like, "Yeah, that's a man. That's what men do."
Sure. Yeah.
Men are hairy pieces of shit, and I
Yeah.
like that.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
I don't
women
know.
also don't like. I'm speaking for all women right
yeah,
now.
women collectively.
Well,
and
here's
this is 100%
from the
true.
ladies that I've talked to. They don't like a fully shaved man.
You
This
can't
goes
go
back
Ken
to my
doll.
theory. You can't be too well groomed.
Same
That's
thing.
where it
You
comes
gotta
from.
leave a little bit.
You can't be too well groomed. You can't look like you're trying super hard.
Yeah.
Ladies don't like that.
All right. And all of them, 100% of them don't.
I would say the only ones that I respect believe that.
Oh, my God. I think we have more female listeners than male listeners, so
Probably because of me, because I'm such a
sorry.
hot piece of ass.
That's it. We're losing them quickly because the
They're
word
like,
is
wait,
getting out
he
that you're
is
ugly.
We've been wondering this whole time. We finally identified his eyes are too
my
close.
God, he's ugly. Honestly, we didn't really get it after eyes are too close together, but after this new guy said he's ugly.
I kind of wanted to be like, expound on that. Well, here was the thing. Him and I looked kind of similar.
Wow.
I was like, buddy, we kind of look alike.
Oh, that's tough. That would have been a great comeback.
That's where I was like, that's his go-to.
Yeah, well, I mean, but it's so lame. It's so lazy.
It's really bad. And it was kind of the first time I've ever been able to outwit a gay man.
Oh, yeah.
He was really kind of a shame. He was doing the gay population should really find him and be like, hey, buddy,
let's put him on timeout.
you either got to be smarter or dress better because you stink.
You stink. And you got to get creative with an insult.
Have to.
'Cause I
It was
respect
right
the
out of
creative
right out of his pocket.
Yeah,
You're ugly.
You're ugly. All right.
It's like,
Well,
whatever.
I'm going to win this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
If he would have said
Cancun-
my
oh,
eyes were too close,
Yeah,
I would have turned the
twice in
microphone
2
off
weeks.
and I would have left the venue.
Twice in 2 weeks from complete strangers in different states.
I know.
Yeah. You
I would have
just
walked home.
calmly set the thing down.
Thank you so much for having me. I'd have gone home. Lizzie and I would have packed up a U-Haul truck, and I would be a shift manager at Costco right
in
now.
Bogalusa, Louisiana.
Never in Bogalusa. Shout out Bogalusa. I'll never live there.
Shout out to you guys. I love you so much. I hate it there though. Okay, wait.
What else?
I got a
All right,
couple fun.
Mexico.
I got a couple
Mexico.
fun things from Mexico. So Cancun, I don't love it. Whatever. My 0 of the week goes collectively to the people that complain about the service at, at an all-inclusive.
It's what you
There's 200,000 people staying there. Let's calm down.
My steak's a little overcooked.
Yeah, it's like they made 40.
Well, they
of them
made
at
it
the same
8
time.
hours ago.
Yeah, yeah, it's been under a heat lamp. You idiot. You got it in a buffet. Well, that's even some of the people we were with, like, because there's like the restaurants in there, but
Sure.
then there's also the market, which is the buffet.
Sure.
And I was always down for the market. I'm like, we're hammered drunk. We just need to get some calories in us. We don't need to sit down under the guise of we're going to a restaurant. It's still all inclusive.
It's the same
It's
thing.
not going to be life-changing food.
Yeah.
And everyone like turned their noses up at the buffet. Guess what? The buffet really hit.
Yes.
It smashed.
You love that.
I was in there every meal. I was
love
like,
that.
they got chicken on deck. They got a little meat station that rules. They got quesadillas over here. They got chips and guac over here.
You just
They got
load the
tacos.
plate up.
Yeah.
Load
I was
it
eating
up.
tacos any time of the day.
Here's a question.
Yeah.
Were you going mixed drinks or did you play it smart?
Well, I wasn't doing like the daiquiris too much.
Okay.
I was doing one Miami Vice to kick things off every time because I really just love a Miami Vice. They just taste delicious.
It's also it's fun to say Miami Vice.
Yeah, it's a fun bevy.
Yeah.
And it's fun to order it. And if you ask for a double, then they just dump in a bunch of rum on top, so it's kind of fun. But then you gotta go. I was going vodka sodas,
Sure.
gin and sodas.
See, those can
I was
also
doing
be risky.
screwdrivers a decent amount.
Let's go. Hey, cheer. Oh,
Whoa.
sorry.
God damn!
I changed my mind right in the middle of
You
it.
just pulled back.
Sorry, buddy. Because they can get you on those drinks. I feel like beer and wine are the things that you can really. You're like, I'm getting exactly what I'm asking for.
Yeah.
Mixed drinks. We talked about this earlier. You're
Yeah.
like, I've had 36,
Well, yeah,
and
it's
I'm
like,
fully in the pocket.
but if you drink enough of them,
Yeah, but
I'll say this: I had
another.
I had no problem getting drunk.
All right.
I was ordering doubles and triples.
Yeah,
because,
that makes sense.
I mean, the single is like, yeah, it's probably
Just
watered
not
down
happening.
and it's too little.
Yeah.
So then you're like, okay. And so you start asking for doubles and triples. You tip them a little bit, and they hook it up.
I think that's the move right there.
Yeah, you do have to tip.
Toss them a
It
little
is like a
coin.
very tip-centric place.
Sure. You got to toss them a little coin or have big tits.
Yeah. And I tried the alternative, and it just wasn't
They're
working. I was
like, hey,
pushing them together.
You're like, dude,
They're
stop
like, you're
it.
not fooling anyone.
Come on, Tom. You're in great
Yeah,
shape.
I'm leaning over
Who do you
the
think you
bar.
are, Tim Smith? That ugly, fat piece
That dude
of
has
shit?
huge tits.
Oh, I got to turn my life around, Tom.
Wait, dude, this was before we go back to your body dysmorphia.
Can we please not go back to
This is I had two fun things. One, there was a full water park at the resort.
Love that.
It was tucked away. No one was going.
Lazy River?
One of the no lazy river. I wish. But one of the days, as I'm going back to the hotel to get ready for like the actual wedding, everyone is going back. No one would go to the water park with me. I was like, fuck it. I'm going by myself. I run in there, go down a couple slides by myself. I had a great time.
Dude,
water parks rule.
It's the best. So
It's so fun.
we're in speaking of this, we're in Jamaica one time. Similar situation.
Okay.
All inclusive thing.
Resort.
Me and a bunch of our friends. And we're doing the lazy river thing. Our friend Brian Donald is just gone. Shout out Brian Donald. He's just gone. We don't know where he's been at for the last 6 hours. And we're in the lazy river. And we just hear like off from a distance, feel the rhythm. Feel the rhyme. He does the bobsled time.
Yeah.
And we
from
kind of
Cool
look
Runnings.
over, and he's at the top of this slide, giving himself, and he's just slinging himself down this fucking slide the whole time. And he finally, we're like, "Where have you been?" He's like, I think I've been on that slide for like 4 hours. He was just hitting it, getting
so
right out,
fun.
going right up, hitting the slide again. It was
Yeah.
kind of an amazing time.
They're a great time. I did feel weird being by myself. It was me and like 12 kids in line.
Sure.
And I'm looking around and like their parents are putting them in line with this grown drunk adult.
Well, it's also weird when you're going up the steps.
And they're running. I love little kids because they have no manners. They're just running by me because
Yeah.
I'm not going to run up.
You're also not going to
steps.
be like, "Hey, there's a line.
Hey, dickhead.
We live in a society."
Wait, speaking of that, in the airport on the when we got there, customs in Cancun was a nightmare. There's like 3 lines open. There's 4,000 people in the airport. And it's just chaotic. But I had plenty of time. It was like, whatever. I was waiting for my friend to land, so I didn't really care. So I'm listening to our own podcast, if I'm being honest.
Oh,
I'm in the line. Well, I was just seeing if I could make a little clip of anything.
that counts as a listener.
It was great, yeah. Plus, I got to get our numbers up. If we ever want to actually get sponsored by HelloFresh.
Yeah, no shit. Shout out
Manscaped.
HelloFresh.
This podcast this week is brought to you by Manscaped. We need to leave some of ourselves unshaven, as we learned.
Yes.
And Manscaped will do the trick. They'll actually miss a little bit every time.
Groom in all the right ways with Manscaped.
Yeah, oh, there we go.
That's not bad.
I mean, if that doesn't get us a deal, I
Come
don't
on,
know what
that's
will.
not bad.
Manscaped, fucking shoot us an email. roommatesinlawcomedy@gmail.com.
If we don't get one in 2 weeks, we are storming your headquarters.
For sure. We will.
All 2 of us.
We know where you are, Manscaped. Mr. Manscaped.
That join the Patreon to see us storm the headquarters of Manscaped.
Once again, the Patreon is patreon.com/loveandlife.
Love it. Doing comedy?
Doing comedy. Moved here. Love and life.
Oh God, I have nightmares about that.
But I'm in line, and I stopped at time. This guy behind me is like complaining to his family the whole time about the line, about how about these people.
What
which
does
is
that
not
mean?
Great. Mexicans. He meant Mexicans for sure. Not great. He gave me real Iowa vibes. Rural Iowa.
Well, wait, he
for
was
sure.
mad at the staff?
He's like mad that the line's moving slow at customs.
And it's the Oh, we're at customs. I'm thinking you're in the. I'm thinking you're on the slide. I'm like, this guy's being a real racist piece of shit
At a water
the
park.
slide with his kids.
No, this is in customs in Cancun.
Okay.
And he's like really on my ass the whole time.
Uh-huh.
Like if the line moves forward a tiny bit, he's moving right up behind me.
You better believe it.
And I stopped to get something out of my bag, and then I kind of tie my shoe for a second. Not even fully tie my shoe, just kind of fix it. And the line moves in front of me. He passes me.
And you didn't say anything?
Oh, I absolutely did.
Oh, thank Christ.
But first, I was like, "Are you serious? We're 200 yards from the front of the line.
Uh-huh.
We're not going anywhere soon."
I mean, if that's his vacation vibe,
Stinks.
imagine him
Actually,
at
that's
home.
my zero of the week.
That's
Ding ding
for
ding
sure
ding ding.
zero,
That's my
of,
zero
the
of the week. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I just go, "Oh, I'm actually still in line," and he was like, "Oh, okay." and just kind of stepped
Oh,
back.
you thought I got out of line to tie my shoe?
Yeah, I was like, I just bent over to grab something out of my bag and then tie my shoe.
Stinks.
And also, the line had moved forward 8 feet.
Yep.
There wasn't a big gap.
What does this guy look like? What's his vibe?
He was about 6'3" or 4", big dude, probably weighed 280.
That's why he thought he could just go in
He's
front of you.
huge,
Yeah.
huge dude. But like felt like if I made him chase me for 10 minutes, or
He's dead.
100 feet, he's dead.
What was his wife looking like? Was she kind of like, oh, I can't, this was, you know what it was?
She's kind of dealing with the young kids, but she looked a little embarrassed.
They knew each other in high school.
Oh, for sure. He was a
He
D1
played
prospect.
D-line. Yeah.
Yeah.
He never actually got
No, but he
to
was a
play
decent
football
prospect.
because his MCL fucked him a little bit. And he's been mad about that ever since.
Yeah. If he hadn't gotten hurt in training camp, he would have played for Iowa State Cyclones.
Better believe it. He's watching the Super Bowl going, you got to get that block.
You
gotta
gotta
get
get
there.
that.
That's a must-have.
Honey, shut up.
Will you shut the fuck up? She's like, your kid broke his arm riding his bike. Will you shut the fuck up?
He's like, the kid was never gonna amount to anything anyways. Not like his old man. Dude, I think 3 different times on this podcast we have found a loser in life and blamed it on him not panning out into the athlete that he was gonna be.
Isn't that what it always is?
I think that's a decent amount of the population.
It's a lot because
Yeah.
parents need to be more realistic with their kids. Like,
Yeah.
I thought I was going to play collegiate basketball.
Because your dad did.
Well, yeah, and I was
Yeah.
supposed to be tall.
Yeah.
Actually, okay, that was fair.
I also thought I was gonna play college soccer.
Well, maybe
'Cause my dad did, and
junior,
all my
senior year
siblings
when
did.
they were like, you're going to max out at 5'11", they should have started being like, hey, maybe change the vibe here.
Want to know a funny story? This
Yeah.
is this happened. So I think my parents had to have known. Like, I started not making the top team anymore, like sophomore year,
Sure,
when everyone grew past me, like for club travel soccer.
sure.
All of a sudden, it was like the rest of my friends were on better teams, and then I was like, not that great, and they probably knew, but it took that. I feel like it took them a while to let go. Senior year, I saw an email from my mom to the. Oh, this is tough to even. This is so embarrassing for my mom. She listens.
I just felt
Mom,
my face
I'm
turn
sorry,
red.
my mom. I know you're gonna listen to
I got
this.
a hot flash.
This is a tough one. So I used to go to the Notre Dame soccer camp every summer, and it was a blast. But then around junior year, it turns into recruiting camp.
Sure.
So, like, you probably don't need to go anymore unless you're trying to play D1 soccer. So the last year I went, it was a little bit like, I'm like, this is weird. Everyone here is like a D1 prospect, and I'm not.
Yeah.
And then I saw an email from my mom to the head coach of the Notre Dame soccer team that was like, hey, but I mean, they knew each other for a while. My dad played there and everything. They're like, hey, Bobby, it's probably looking like soccer's not going to be an option for Tommy in college. But what about the manager program?
No.
It was tough to read.
How did you see this? You hacked your mom's email?
I think I was looking for something else for ironically, like an acting gig.
Well, there
Because
it
she
is.
used to get a lot of that shit.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that actually was that's the whole story right there.
Yeah,
Like,
there it is.
probably should have just been acting the whole time.
There it is. Oh, that's heartbreaking
it was
to see, though.
Yeah.
But, I mean, parents should be like 11th, 12th grade, my parents should have been like, hey.
You're good to
You have other skills?
finish out your high school time.
Have
a
fun.
blast
Yeah,
with it.
have fun.
Yeah, but hey.
Because
it's
before it
probably
wasn't
gonna-
like fun. It was like, gotta work
Right.
on my left hand. Gotta, hey, just enjoy it. It's going to go nowhere. Don't
gonna
ruin
go
your
nowhere.
life over this thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I'd have grown to be 6'5", 6'6", now we got something cooking.
Yeah.
But come on.
Yeah.
I'm getting 14 a game. No one's dying for that kid.
Yeah.
14 might even be.
14 is pretty good.
I don't know.
In high school.
I might even be padding those numbers.
It wasn't quite 14. You got 14 in some games.
I'll tell you who was the worst free throw shooter of all time. His name was Tim Smith.
Really?
Couldn't make a free throw to save my life.
Were you not putting in the work?
Yes, I just sucked at free throws.
Sounds like you weren't practicing enough.
I don't know
Tim.
what I was
maybe
doing
you
out
get,
there.
Maybe you get in the gym tomorrow.
I'm gonna
Put
put
up a couple of free throws.
I'm gonna blow an MCL. doing
Don't
it.
wear jeans.
It's an impromptu shoot around, Tom.
All right, I got a question for you.
Hit me.
Do we like a fun flight attendant?
I mean, how fun? What do you mean by fun?
See, I think there is a breaking point. I think you're already getting to my conclusion right now.
You know,
I
have
got-
a little personality, but also leave me alone.
Yeah, my flight back
Do you want a
yesterday.
can of Coke?
Yeah, that's what I like to do. I like to sleep for 4 hours, and then I wake up and I drink a can
I
of
drink
Coke.
a can of Coke.
I like to spice up the dreams a little bit. Shout out to Joe List.
Joe List.
Go watch I Hate
Myself. It's incredible. It's on
It's
YouTube.
the great special. No, this flight attendant yesterday was he had probably 10 minutes.
Oh, he
and
was doing 10?
He was doing a tenor, and he probably had a tight 3
Hate that.
because he kind of had a couple lines that I was like, that's funny. That's okay.
Sure.
But he's like, he leads off. He's like, hey, you guys, sorry we're a little bit late. And he's very dry. He's very deadpan. He's like, sorry we're a little late. Our normal bag smasher was broken, so we had to smash all your bags by hand.
That's fun.
That was funny because it was like not everyone was getting it. It wasn't like because we had to smash all your bags by hand.
That's fun.
And that I was like, I kind of took off my headphones. I was like, that was.
Wait, is this guy turning in heat right now?
Yeah. I immediately took out my phone and started writing stuff down. But it was that was kind of funny. He was kind of cooking early. Yeah, he's like, who had the golf clubs? Like asked very seriously. Someone raised his hands like a very concerned looking old white dude, and he's like, "Sir, your driver is now a putter." I mean, it's like,
he's
killing. He was kind of cooking for a little bit, and he's like, "So this was my favorite line." He goes, he's talking about the masks. He's like, "Some of you have great noses. We don't want to see them, no matter how much you paid for them."
Oh,
It's like.
this guy's amazing.
Yeah, so he's great. So he
This
had
guy
me
is
on the front end.
changing my mind right now.
He had me on the front end, and then he lost me when I woke up from a nap. He's singing a full parody of "I've Been Working on the Railroad."
No.
But like with Chicago subbed in, and I was like half asleep, and I wake up, I'm like, what? What is happening?
No.
And he's like, I've been working on the airline. Oh, the live
That's
long.
heartbreaking.
I was like,
Boy, because he
dude,
really
you had
came
it.
out hot.
Yeah, he had a good 5 up top.
If he would have left it with those lines, he'd be a legend.
Oh yes, yeah.
Like
He was-
you gotta
'cause
know.
He was
Did
also
you give him
cooking.
the light?
I tried. I think he just ran it. He didn't care.
Oh man, that sucks.
Yeah, the song parody that lost.
He's singing this into a
It
microphone.
was about 40 seconds of it. It was long.
No, you got to cut that out. Look, I'm not mad at a little personality up top,
No.
but that's not why we're on the flight.
Yeah.
I'm not looking for you to like blow my mind.
No, you're not the in-flight entertainment. But
Show me
it
where the
was
exits
funny.
are.
Oh, that-
Shut your mouth.
Well, that was like his whole thing was that's why it was working was all the shit early had to do with the things he had to say anyways.
Yes.
He was like, hey, if you don't like my jokes, there's 6 exits. Take any of them. They're right here, here, here.
Bam.
Like it made sense. The mask thing, the nose line, like that. But then all of a sudden he's just welcoming us to Chicago by singing a parody of "I've Been Working on the Railroad."
You know that way he was like, I was killing early.
He got greedy.
He got greedy.
He got greedy.
That's exactly
We've
what
all
it was.
done it.
He got fucking greedy.
Yeah.
He said, you know what? This is a 50-50 song, but I'm hitting him with the parody.
Yeah, they were liking me early.
Were people looking around like, is this guy? What is he doing?
Yeah, a couple looked really concerned. A couple people, what sucked, a couple people were like, yay.
No, you can't encourage that.
Yeah, a couple people were still happy.
You flat out cannot encourage that behavior.
I know. There was probably enough smiles that he's going to do it again.
He's like, I got
They
8
tried
smiles.
again. Yeah,
And if you count how many people had headphones on, that's actually like 40 smiles.
that's a good point.
God bless him for trying to make his life fun, but
Yeah.
stay in your lane, guy.
Yeah, you just tighten up the material and then focus on that. And don't go into song parodies. I don't think you're that kind of flight attendant.
You certainly can't close on it.
No, and that's what he closed on. The last line wasn't even a laugh either. It was just like, and Chicago's where you'll stay. It's like,
Damn it.
oh, man.
Oh, man. This guy really had me at the beginning.
Yeah,
I was
dude.
fully invested.
The nose line, I was like, yeah.
Yeah, get him. You get their ass.
Because there were some rich
Charles?
suburban moms that probably had some fake noses.
Yep.
It
And they
really-
liked that too.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, yeah, he got greedy.
Yeah, it bummed me out.
Shout out to whoever that guy was.
They called him Crazy Dave.
Crazy Dave.
Actually, he called himself that, which also I didn't love.
That's a self-proclaimed nickname. Those never stick.
No one's ever like, yeah, I'm working with Crazy Dave.
Crazy Dave's on the flight tonight. No one's ever doing that. They're going, yeah, it's Dave.
Yeah, he
David.
had a couple good riffs. He was like introducing the flight staff. He's like, oh, we got Rebecca in the back. We got Madison in the middle. Madeline. She's mad. She's mad at me for sure. And it was like, that was kind of. I'm like, you're cooking, kind
There we
of.
go. He's also like, come see my improv show at the Annoyance Theater Tuesday nights at 11:30.
I recently celebrated it with a dinner. Well, where was that?
We were at what is it? Coldy Davoldi, some pizza place. It's like a
Coal fire?
no. It's not a Michelin place, but they have one of those things where it's like you have to have some certification. And they're like, we got Sal in the back. He did all his training in Napoli and blah, 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 blah.
And you're like, great.
And I'm like, Sal's not back there.
Yeah.
Shut the
Sal's
fuck
here
up.
once a month.
Don't you
If
dare
we're being
tell
honest,
me Sal's
Sal's
in the
here
back.
once
I was
a
like,
month.
you know what? Send Sal out.
I'd like to meet him. I'm actually a huge fan. Writing a piece on him.
Unbelievable.
Oh, man.
What
Yeah.
else you got? I had a redemption story at the Laugh Factory.
Oh, what happened?
So I had about 10 shows in a row where I was cooking.
Okay.
So you know what's around the corner.
Little bombs.
You know one's coming.
One sneaking up.
And I was doing well in rooms that weren't great. I was riffing. I was in the
Oh,
pocket.
You were in there.
It's feeling great. But you always know, because there is that some point of you where like, I guess this is just who I am now.
I guess I'm just killing.
Guess I'm just a guy that kills. But in the back of your head, you always know, like, there's a stinker
Yeah.
waiting for me.
Where was it?
The factory.
When?
Thursday.
Ooh. This
At-
past week?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely ate my dick and balls.
Ding, 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 ding. We got our dick and balls quota. Everyone gets a free hot dog. Redeem at patreon.com.
Patreon.com. I'm up there turning in a full stinker.
What happened? Were they
Just
a good crowd?
bombing, no.
All right. So
But I
they
mean,
were
like-
a bad crowd.
I also wasn't good.
All right.
And it's
Did other people do better?
Mm,
Oh, then you can't even count that as a full bomb.
it was a bomb.
Yeah.
It was just a lot. It was just not good. You know when you're up there and you're like, I mean, I'm getting 6 laughs in 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's feeling long.
And you're like, oh god, oh fuck. So that night I'm at home. I hate myself. I'm packing my bags. We're
Yeah.
moving home.
Yeah, you've renewed your real estate license.
Everything sucks. Lizzie's like, all right, I'm going to bed. I can't listen to this shit anymore. Saturday night, it's redemption time. 9:30 show. I gotta follow T Murph.
The hardest follow in the city.
The hardest follow in America.
Yeah.
This man has more charisma and more energy than anybody I've ever seen in my
In
life.
his pinky than I do in my whole body.
He's running around the stage. I mean,
Yeah.
the crowd is like, they're like clapping and
Right.
screaming.
That's how he
And
closes.
they're pushing each other. People are losing their
They're
minds.
holding
for
each
this
other
guy.
back like a basketball game.
True, like people like standing up and then sitting down and like throwing their drinks at other people are losing their minds for this guy. He's a very talented man. And then he's like, I'm on this show and I'm pretty famous. And then
Yeah.
you start people being, holy shit, that's
Oh, that is. He's from
That's how
that
we
that
have
Hulu
that.
show. I've watched
holy
it.
shit.
Yeah.
And he's like, any questions? And everybody's
They asked him questions.
no, he just
Oh.
says that like it just kind of
that's
as like a
kinda
boss
sick.
move.
Damn.
Any questions? It explodes. I'm T Murph. I'm out of here. The show's over.
Throws the mic at an audience member.
I mean, like, the show is over. He just gets it like there's a girl right there with her boyfriend. He's like, you're coming with me now. He just fucks her upstairs. The boyfriend's there the whole time. He's like, you earned it. That was hilarious. I mean, you can see everyone like, that was a good show.
yeah.
And then Blake Burkhart's like, we got one more guy from you.
Oh no.
Sweet Tim
Why are
Smith.
they doing this stuff?
I don't know. Well, I don't think T Murph wants the check spot.
Yeah.
So now I got the T Murph follow and
the
check
check
spot.
Check spot for the plebes here. That's they drop all the waitresses go around. They drop the check during the last comic set, and it's just a fun moment where you're up there,
And no one's paying
and
attention.
all of a sudden you're like, why is everyone looking down and muttering to each other about the tip? Everyone's trying to do mental math.
Would you give it 11
What
Miller Lights?
is it?
Jesus Christ.
Is that right? Should we ask her? Let's ask
All
her.
right, hold on.
Excuse
That
me.
doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
And it's just like that thing in their head where like, show's over.
Yeah.
So they see T Murph. He runs off in a puff of smoke. Checks come out. Don't worry, everyone.
We got one.
We
more.
got one more guy. But I was in the corner. I was like, I got to redeem him. I can't go out. I can't go out like this. And I got up, and Tom, Kind of turned in a heater.
There we go.
Kind of turned in a heater.
There we go.
I got the love from Curtis and T-Murph after.
They both knew. They were both
like,
uh-oh.
This could be dark.
Yeah.
I think T-Murph watches just so he can be like, look what I did to this poor sack of shit.
Yeah.
And I got the love from him.
That's huge.
Felt amazing.
Well, you did what I couldn't do.
It was.
What do you open with?
You got to riff. Well, you know what?
You did riff.
Save that for the Patreon.
No, you did riff.
I cracked the case of following T-Murph.
See, I said that you should riff, and you were like, no, you shouldn't. You should just go straight to material.
You know what? Join the Patreon. Patreon.com.
All right, we got to talk about it afterwards because you clearly did. What did you do?
Oh, I had a couple of heaters.
Like, why don't you want to say it?
I got two big pops, and then right into material.
Huge. That's big. Yeah.
And it was an amazing feeling. And then some agents were there, and they didn't even look at me in the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't even look in my direction.
No, they were. What kind of agents were there?
You know one of them.
Oh yeah, well she's a manager. But shout out.
She didn't even look. I think she threw an apple at me when I walked out of the showroom.
She said, "Here, that's for the road."
Yeah, neat. Fucking asshole.
Neat.
I was like, yeah, how you like that? And she's like, I could care less about your existence. God, I don't care about you.
She's like, also, have your eyes always been that?
Is that a medical condition?
What if someone just went, are your eyes? Never mind.
Never mind. God, you're ugly as shit. I didn't even realize it until right now. But that always feels good.
Congrats,
you turn in
dude,
heat in the hardest spot possible.
That is
and
the
then there's
hardest
a manager there that
That's
literally
late at night
like
too.
Yeah.
11 p.m.
Yeah. She just like took a shit inside of my coat pocket and was like, take that home. Fucking loser. You think this is going to work out for you?
Did you introduce yourself?
Last time?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't realize who she was until I was gone.
So you didn't, yeah.
But when I was walking out, because I was like, oh, this is just one of their friends. She wears a mask the whole time.
Yeah.
And then when I was leaving, I was like, fuck. God damn it. I could have really grossed her out with my gross face if I would have known that was her.
She's never going to know how close my eyes are. Oh, fuck.
Oh, God. Call in. Tell me what an ugly
fine.
sack of shit I am. Join the Patreon.
Well, that's funny.
I'll upload naked pictures of my whole body. Boy, Lizzie and I, our heater broke for the past 2 days, Tom.
Ooh.
February in Chicago.
How's that been?
Wasn't my favorite.
What do you have electric heat? You radiator? What are you rocking over there?
I mean, just central air.
Oh, that's not. Oh, geez, I didn't realize you were old money.
Yeah, I mean we're doing all right,
dude. I got radiator heat over here like a peasant.
Tom just lights a fire in the corner of his apartment.
Basically, that's what these things are. They're like,
Yeah,
don't put
pretty
anything within 2 feet of them. It will
Because
catch
it
on
will
fire.
burst in flames.
Yeah. How's it been? Lizzie works from home. You're in bed all day, so it's not that bad.
That's not true, Tom. I did 8 push-ups today. I
That's
told
true.
you.
So you were sweating it out.
My life's changing.
Yeah.
It was brutal. You know what it is? I did get the best sleep of my life in the past 2 nights.
When it's cold, yeah, I sleep so well.
Because it was 56 degrees in our apartment at night.
Oh, yeah.
Which is ice cold.
It's not warm.
So I got a hoodie on, I got sweatpants on, socks, 2 blankets, and I slept like an angel.
Yeah, I've never turned the heat on in my bedroom.
Oh, dude, I've never slept better in my life. But the thing is, you get that 4 a.m. gotta piss, and you're like, ruh-roh.
You're like, I'd maybe rather pee the bed.
Gonna pee the bed.
Because it's you pull open the
And it's
blanket
over.
for an inch, and you're like, whoo,
Yeah.
what the
It's
hell?
like the chamber opens.
Yeah.
It's like, and then you're just freezing cold.
Yeah.
But he came by and fixed it today, so thank you, Lord.
There we go.
Shout out Chicago Apartment Place.
Well, dude, I've been turning my heat off again because I just got my electric bill.
Brutes.
Oh my god, dude, my electric bill is usually like $28 a month.
Really?
Or it's like, yeah, it's floating between like it's been on the low end, it's been like 28, high end, it's been like 50.
Boy, what are we doing wrong?
The past 2 months, it being cold here, it's been like 180.
Okay, thank God. Because I was like, we've had a couple that were like 212.
Well, because you have central air, so there's shit constantly going.
Right.
That's the majority of the cost. I just turned the radiators off.
Right.
But then I left them both kind of on low for like kind of 2 months. And I saw the bill. I got an alert on my phone. It was like, your spending has been way higher on utilities. And yeah, I'm just like, no one warned me about this.
Well, yeah, they're like, fuck you, idiot.
Yeah, I'm
Pay us.
pissed.
Of course, I wonder if my 3-hour showers have anything to do with that.
Well, that's more water. You don't pay for water, right? Most Chicago places aren't water. No, yeah. You're good then.
Well, I mean, like, don't you have to heat the water?
Yeah, but most water heaters are not in a individual unit
That's
in a
right.
building like ours.
That's right.
Yeah, I bet yours is a shared one. So you're just kind of fucking over your neighbors, probably.
Oopsies. Sorry, I have to write bits.
Sorry, I'm an artist. And in the dark, in the shower, on the ground is where I find my art.
That's where I find my art. That's where I find out who I am. My
All right.
third eye pops out.
Throw me some songs that are on your wedding no playlist.
Wedding no playlist.
You're planning a wedding. This wedding, all respect to Ashley and Dan, they had a couple, and I know they were not stoked with them either. So they didn't get full approval over the DJ, but they had a couple where I was like, these are just cheesy. You don't
cheesy
need
or
these.
too aggressive? Like, was it
Cha-cha
like rap
slide. If the cha-cha slide plays at my wedding, I'll leave my own wedding.
Yep, gotta go with that one.
Macarena.
I mean, that's never been acceptable.
And it's so long.
It's a 7-minute song.
It's so long.
You're like, okay, so we're
And
doing
celebrate good times, just a little too on the nose.
Yep.
And pour some sugar on me. These were all.
Well, I
these
mean, like
were all
Brown
ones
Eyed
that-
Girl falls into that.
Yeah, but at least that switches up the dance vibe a little. You can go a little swing dance. You can go a little like.
You're a big swing dance guy.
Love a swing dance. So
Yeah.
I'm like, let's
Let's
keep
not-
Brown Eyed Girl
let's-
on there,
let's-
Tim.
Let's not go crazy with this.
But that's at least like a little bit of a vibe. Pour some sugar on me. What are you supposed to do to that?
That's
Out
for
there.
like 12 p.m. at the worst strip club you've ever been to in your life.
Straight up. That's for sugar daddies on the highway outside of St. Cloud, Minnesota.
Yep. That's when the
That's-
one-legged stripper comes out. It's like a BYOB place. They start doing shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of those songs unacceptable.
You got any-
also can't go too aggressive rap music.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you can't play what's that? Like the Whisper song with the Yin Yang Twins.
Let me whisper.
Wait till you see my dick. Everybody's like, "What are we doing? My mom's here."
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, you kind of got to go like "Yeah" by Usher and
For sure.
and then like
most
yeah.
Little John will make it in,
Yeah.
but like you can't
Actually,
go.
this wedding played Shots and Turned Down for What, which I thought I was like, well, that's the same song twice.
Yeah, but it's heat.
Yeah.
People are pumped,
Yeah, true.
and they're not saying crazy shit like "bust your pussy open."
yeah,
And your grandmother's over there drinking white wine.
yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they didn't. Yeah, you
It's
can't
too
go too
cheesy
aggressive
or
rap.
too aggressive.
Yeah, but I do love some like they played "Too Sexy" by Drake at this wedding, and,
Sure.
when we went nuts.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
but that's not
good.
aggressive.
It's not that aggressive.
They don't say
no.
anything where you're like,
Yeah.
okay, God.
There's a line that they say, "I'm gonna fuck her friends and send them back to Metro housing." That's a kind of an aggressive line.
Yeah, but he's kind of mumbles all of his lyrics. You can't really decipher what he's saying. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, Future, you suck.
Oh man,
Not a Future fan.
well, that's a Drake lyric, but yeah, Future is he's
Is it?
Future has made a career out of just being
Cool.
and I think he has made good music, like the actual music part. Not the,
I mean,
not the lyric part.
sure.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, I take that back. One of his hottest lyrics I've ever heard is Jumpman, 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 Jumpman.
I think I need some
Robitussin. Just spitting bars, Future. Thank you for that,
Also,
Future.
our demographic. Do you think the people that are listening to this, they're like, "What are you guys talking about?"
Rap
right now?"
music. And we're like breaking it down. Like we're big rap heads.
Oh, we are. We listen to a decent amount of rap
I've listened
music.
to a decent amount.
Yeah, I don't know.
Future
But-
stinks.
You got any other songs on the no playlist? You got a wedding coming up. When's the date, by the way?
We believe it's going to be in 2028.
Okay.
Um,
Good. I like that guess.
Boy, we were walking to do something the other day, and Lizzie was like, "Do you just want to go somewhere and just get married?" And I'm like, honestly.
No, I want the party.
Well, that's what I told her. I was like,
I want
Tom's
a party
gonna be pissed.
in New Orleans.
Tom's gonna be upset.
Also, all of our friends keep saying we need to take a trip to New Orleans.
I know.
The only way it happens is if you get married there.
I know you're right. It's just such a clusterfuster, and we're trying to get this move to NYC cooking.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna be 93 by the time we get married. Jesus.
Or get married. I don't care if you get married. Just get married.
Yes.
I'm miserable. You be miserable.
miserable.
I'm quoting Tim's jokes to him right now.
Join the Patreon.
I don't care if you get that's patreon.com/loveandlife. Doing comedy. Moved here. I don't care if you get married at a courthourse. Go get married.
Oh, thank God.
Please, yeah, you have my blessing
Thank
for
Christ,
that.
Tom.
So now
Thank
you
you.
guys can go do it.
I'm calling Lizzie. Lizzie, I goaded him into it.
Tom,
He said it's cool.
We suckered him into it.
I do want to have a big party with all the people. I just want someone else to plan it.
There's wedding planners.
Yeah, but we're not gonna do a wedding planner.
Yeah, and I'm like, as I said that, I'm like,
what
no
are you,
way.
crazy?
Yeah.
Because we're gonna hate all of their ideas.
Yeah.
They're like, "What do you think about flowers?" Like, we don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Well, what do you
like,
think
do you have
about
a black flower?
Yeah. Can you spray paint them all black? That was, I don't know. We're gonna figure it out.
All right. Well, will you run the playlist by me? Because I can be a real stinker out there about what the tunes that are on.
I mean, the tunes are gonna be all fire.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously.
Yeah, you guys will. Can we get?
It'll be absolute heat.
I assume no Springsteen.
Lizzie won't allow that.
I know, and that's
A lot of petty though.
I might just like run off by myself for like a little bit and listen to a Bruce song on my iPhone.
Yeah, just pop the AirPods in. Tom's just out there dancing in the hallway.
Just having a silent disco in the hallway.
No, there's gonna be a lot of petty.
A lot of petty.
Which
I can't. Oh, I got nothing against.
who doesn't love Tommy P?
No, yeah. I mean, he's not quite as good, but
Interesting, Tom.
Lizzie hates when I say
She has no
about
sense of humor about that.
No, yeah. Well, because she hates Springsteen and likes everyone who is around him in the genre.
Look here. I don't think. Never mind. I'm not going to speak for Lizzie. I'm like, here's what she actually.
I won't
thinks.
speak for Lizzie, but I will speak for all women collectively.
Hey, ladies, dial in. Tell me if I'm not wrong on that one. A man that is too groomed, not great.
Yeah.
I don't think women like that.
All right. If any women have an issue with that,
Too groomed.
shoot us a DM. or
Fully
an
shaved
email.
chest. Some dudes do like shaved arms and shit.
What?
Two
Like
plucked
forearms?
eyebrows. Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Too much.
You got to pluck the unibrow, and that's
You
it.
get rid of the yoon and then you keep whatever's left.
Yeah.
Come on. Have a little decency.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and say I speak for all women.
and men while I'm at it.
And men. But I mean, come on. You can't just be out here too groomed. You look like I don't know what you look like. You look weird. You look like a dolphin.
Yeah, Kendall.
It's not great.
No.
You got to go as natural as you can possibly be.
I'm moving.
I'm pretty much a naturally hairless guy.
Really?
I don't have a lot of like chest or tummy hair.
Yeah,
I have zero
I got a
back
little
hair.
bit. Yeah, I don't really have the back hair. Thank God. When I was a kid, I had a weird little tuft of back hair.
Really?
What if that stuck around?
You know what the worst part of the back hair is? Is when you get it like kind of like in that just no man's land spot.
lower
that's like just
back.
above. But it's not even in the lower.
No,
it's
no,
like
it's-
off to the side.
Yes, I know
It's kind of like
exactly
a
what you're
love
talking
handle patch of hair. Nothing more off-putting than
It's
that
like,
patch
what
of
did you
hair.
do in your life that spurred that? Or
Yeah.
how did you luck out
What'd you
with
do to
that?
deserve
Yeah,
that?
that's
You did
bad.
something in a past life
Yeah.
where you got a patch of back
Right.
hair.
You get some gross back hairs.
Where are we at on time, Thomas?
I think we're at it. Let's see. I don't know. We're not great at checking the time. 52.
Oh, we
can wrap
got
this.
we got a few more minutes.
I do need to get to McGee's Pub and Tavern or something
Hit me.
for Mad Laughs. at
Oh
McGee's.
shit! Yeah.
It's a show. So we can wrap shortly here. I don't know. Do we got anything? You got anything else?
I think we hit it all.
Oh, my cousin had a great line at Super Bowl that I forgot to say last week.
Lay it on, man.
That I want to run by you. We're all sitting around, and people brought like all sorts of food and stuff, but there's like 8 of us there, so there's plenty of leftovers. And my cousin, for some reason, brought pepper jack cheese for something, and like didn't eat it, and everyone's like, oh yeah, you never really want pepper jack like leftovers. She's like, does anyone want this? Everyone's like, no. Like you're never pumped to have pepper jack in your fridge if that's your only cheese option. And she goes, well, Tom, I'm walking into the room but I'm hearing it all go down. She goes, well, Tommy, do you want it? You're a struggling comedian.
Yes.
I'm like, do I want your cheese that
Absolutely.
everyone just decided was trash cheese?
And you're like, yes, but still hurtful.
Yeah. And I was like, I made her feel really bad. I go, you didn't have to say struggling.
I mean, I would like to make a ham sandwich.
You
with
could
it.
have just said, do you want the cheese?
Yeah. Also, what's wrong with pepper jack? It's great on a Sammy.
Yeah, but if unless you're eating a Sammy, not that great. If you're looking for like cheese and crackers,
Oh, you're not going
not
PJ.
a great cheese.
Yeah, for sure.
If you're making mac and cheese, not great. No.
But you toss it on a turkey sandwich, you
Sure.
really got something going there.
Yeah. It's not that bad.
All she had to say was, "Do you want the cheese?"
Straight up. And
She
I
didn't have
probably
to
would have
say,
said yes.
Hey, Tom, your life's in shambles.
That's exactly how
You'll
it
eat
came
some
off.
cheese.
It was
You
like
fucking
it
rat.
was like I could have found anything on the ground here. And
Yeah.
I would have been like, well, I assume you want this.
Hey, Tom, there's a couple of crumbs that fell under the fridge. You want those?
Hey, these last 2 Egg McMuffins were underneath the freezer. Do you want them?
you want these things?
Yes, I do.
Hey, we found some deer meat on the side of the road. You're a struggling comedian.
Oh,
You
I
want
have an
some
update for
roadkill?
you. I have an update for you
Tell me.
on that. My little sister listened to the pod the past 2 weeks. She's mad at you.
She should be.
She's got some beef with you.
No, she shouldn't be.
She's got some beef with you. She's got some venison.
some
with
venison?
you.
Ah, damn it.
Yes.
God damn it. God damn it. What's the venison?
She's mad. She goes, so Tim doesn't even recycle? And I'm like, no. She goes, well, that's like trying to explain the efficacy of the vaccine of someone who doesn't even believe in COVID.
Oh,
And I
now
was
this
like,
is a
yes,
stink take.
Let's go.
Stink take. We're
Yes.
getting her on the
Sister
podcast.
number 5 is taking
I'm
you
coming
down.
at her. What's her name?
Lizzie.
Lizzie, you stink. I'm coming at you. That's a horrible
she's the
analogy. It
best.
makes no sense at all.
Well, because you really did double down listening back to the pod from last week. You didn't believe in the, it's getting the deer meat so that you don't need to buy from sustainable meat source or from non-sustainable.
Aren't there limits on
meat
hunting deer
sources.
anyway?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then
What do you
what's
mean?
what's the point?
What do you mean?
It's not like overhunting. They can't be overhunted. There's limits on them anyway.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't get your point here.
Well, aren't you trying to say like it's like overhunting? It's like you're ruining, you're decimating this population. If you could use this meat, you won't have to kill another.
No. Like the fact that the meat industry in the U.S. is like one of the leading contributors to the destruction of the ozone layer.
No, it's the fossil fuel industry.
No, straight up farts
Lizzie?
from cows,
Farts from cows.
poop, and
We're not- no.
and the way cows are raised is
Oh
is
boy,
is
yeah,
not
I watched that
sustainable at all.
documentary too.
Yeah, and you
I
didn't,
watched
and
it
you didn't
too,
learn a damn
and it's
thing.
it's the O2 emissions or the CO2 from them
Yeah.
farting. Get out of my
and there's
face.
shit, and because there's never supposed to be that many cows and pigs and everything.
But deer
in
have nothing to
America.
do with cows.
No, she's saying if you can get meat from a different source
Yeah,
than cows.
the 40 deers a year
Yes.
that are roadkill that are eaten are really making all the difference in the world.
It goes back
No.
to recycling a single can
This
does not
is
make a
what
difference.
big
but
fossil
if everyone
fuel,
did it,
big coal.
but if everyone
this
did
is
it,
the argument they want you to make.
look, if
it's
everyone,
not on us.
if everyone,
it's the cows that are farting.
if everyone bought into recycling,
Incredible.
it would help. But because there's all sorts of cynics like Tim Smith
No,
who say
all
me
sorts of
recycling,
realists.
me recycling one can doesn't do anything. You probably don't vote either.
I don't believe I voted in quite a long time.
Yeah, that's what she said. She goes, I bet he doesn't vote.
Yeah. Why?
Wow, Sister 5 had you pegged.
Boy, what I'm glad that she believes in the theater of all this shit
Oh
that we
my
live
God.
in. Your vote counts.
Hey, you guys, let
You
us
change
know
the
whether or
world.
not Tim should recycle.
Well, look, it's not. No, there's 5 companies in the world: ExxonMobil, BP, BP spilled what 30 million gallons of oil into the Gulf,
Look.
and me throwing away a Coke can in the middle of my sleep
Hey, dude.
is changing everything.
I don't want you to talk bad about the gas companies. I like them a lot.
We do need their sponsorship.
Yeah.
Shout out ExxonMobil.
This podcast is actually brought to you by
I mean,
Exxon and
come
Mobil.
on.
Yeah, no, they're way worse.
Infinitely worse. I could recycle for 37,000 lifetimes, and it wouldn't make any difference than if
But what if
ExxonMobil
everyone
shut down
did?
for one day.
Oh yeah.
Out of your mind. That argument
but
stinks.
that's not no.
That argument
But
stinks.
no, that's
I
not-
watched the cow farting documentary too. I got
Those
no
aren't-
love for it.
Those aren't
Get
the
out of my
options on the
face.
table. The options aren't the table or on the table are not either ExxonMobil shuts down for a day or Tim recycles.
Well, why don't we go after the big one?
I think
It's all our fault.
there's people trying.
It's all our fault.
There's people trying. We
Oh
could
my
donate
God.
to a couple
You know what?
NGOs
In
that are
1950,
trying to-
cigarettes were healthy for you. Do your own
And they're
research.
not anymore.
I don't even believe
Do
in the
your own
vaccine, dude.
research.
I don't believe in the.
Unbelievable.
I don't believe in the vaccine,
Ah,
Tom.
shut up.
I had a long talk with
Oh
Alex
my
Dragovich. I
God.
don't believe in the vaccine anymore. I actually got my vaccine taken out of me.
You can do that. I heard that.
Is that true?
Yeah.
No.
No, it's not.
Oh, I was
true,
like,
dude.
oh my God, what? How? No, I got love for you, Lizzie.
Yeah, I got
but
unboosted yesterday.
just
Deboosted.
got my booster taken out of me yesterday. I feel great.
And it gives you the reverse effect.
No, get the vaccine.
Ah,
Believe in science.
But do your own research too. God, you sound like a.
Well, Tom, come on. I'm doing a bit. Jesus Christ. That was a part of the bit.
Oh my God, you guys. Tim.
But yes,
doesn't
I
recycle.
can reverse all of the effects. And wait, how does this have to do with eating roadkill?
Well,
I'm gonna start eating the
sustainable-
squirrels I see on the side of the street and be like, I'm changing everything.
My brother eats squirrels too.
Who is this man?
Yeah, he does.
Who is this man?
I've had it. It's not great. It's not bad.
Is it tough?
It's a little tough.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It tastes just overcooked.
If you didn't know you were eating squirrel, would you be like, what is this?
Yeah, I mean, you would know it's like a wild game. I've eaten enough like it would taste like
gamey?
a little bit. Yeah, but not in that like gross aftertaste. It's literally the texture is the only gross part.
You kind of have to like saw your teeth through
Yeah,
it.
you're like this is like jerky-ish.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
This doesn't fit well with the
I'm like, this
chili
was
I'm
not
trying
in
to
a
eat.
grocery store at any point.
Sure.
For sure.
Yeah, it was on the side of the interstate.
He doesn't eat roadkill squirrel. I think that's hard to salvage.
State trooper
Oh,
comes
my
by. He's like,
God.
yeah, this one's pretty good.
Yeah,
Call Tommy's
He
brother.
just throws it by the tail.
Right to the back of a truck going by.
Yeah, okay.
Here's
Davy
dinner.
Crockett.
Where's
Oh,
Lizzie
my God.
Schneeman? She's probably hungry somewhere.
Oh, yeah, she's in Minnesota. What's ironic is she's a vegetarian, making all these arguments.
Yeah, a vegetarian. Boy, they can still eat a lot of shit as a vegetarian, right?
What do you mean?
Like, aren't fruit roll-ups technically vegetarian?
But sure, yeah.
That's wild.
Well, yeah. But it's not like that's what their diet consists of.
Well, it's like you can eat a bunch of cheese, you can eat a bunch of dairy.
yeah.
Dairy stinks.
Well, she goes it's not a health thing.
She just doesn't like meat.
It's like a small form of individual protest. You're not gonna get on board with this.
Boy.
She doesn't believe in like the meat industry.
Sure.
You know.
Sure.
She thinks it's terrible.
Okay. Look, I don't disagree with her, but it's like, come on, what are we doing? What are we enjoy a steak?
Although
for
it
once.
was amazing. She will eat like sustainably caught, like hunted, like wild game and stuff.
So
'Cause
that
it's
has
not-
to be someone she knows that shot it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So she'll eat like deer and stuff.
It's not like she sees something at Costco and it's like sustainable, and she's like, I'm taking it.
No.
Okay.
No, she'll do like because my brother hunts all the time.
Sure.
Um,
With his Ford F-150.
like, hey Nick,
What'd you kill this
do you know
with?
any
A
good
Ford?
Oh damn! Did you bow hunt this thing? Nah, it's actually
I fucking
rear-ended.
rammed it. Now, if you hit it about 60, it's a great kill.
You don't even have to track it down afterwards. Oh my god! It's like, did you brand this one? It's like, yeah, well, that's just kind of my front grill.
Yeah, it's in the shop. This thing was a real doozy. Good chili, though.
But my sister did not eat meat for like 4 years, and then the first day back was my brother like slaughtered like a pig, and so it was like, you know, she was like, okay, I'm on board with that. She ate pork for like 3 days.
Threw up everywhere.
Dude, like,
Yeah.
fucked up her body.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Isn't that how it always happens?
I assume so. You don't know how to digest anything. And then she went to like kind of the fattiest meat for 3 days. She was
Sure.
like pulled pork for 3 days. It was one of the
this can't
funniest
miss.
stories.
Well, it's like if you haven't had like dairy in a long time and then you just like eat a bowl of cereal.
You'll be bloated.
I mean, it's crazy. Dairy's out.
Are you kind of out on it?
I mean, not for any like sustainable reasons. It's just I'm the fartiest guy you've ever met in your life.
And you're like, my farts are contributing to the ozone.
To the
layer.
ozone layer. I mean, between me and the cows, the planet can't handle it, Tom.
ExxonMobil, you're doing a great job.
You're
though.
doing great. Thank you so much, BP.
Keep dumping whatever you got to do.
Do whatever you're doing. EPA, who gives a fuck?
Okay, I should get to this show. Let's wrap this up. It's been over an hour.
All right, we're roommates-in-law. Follow
Hey,
us
you
on
got anything
Instagram.
Yeah. What? Follow us on Instagram. Share. Just tell your friends.
Tell
about
your
the
friends.
pod.
Where you at this weekend, Thomas?
I'm in Hartford, Connecticut
Huge.
with Kelsey Cook, and then Syracuse, New York with Kelsey Cook, and in between that, I'll be in the New York City.
Absolutely love to hear that.
Where are you gonna be?
I'm at Zany's Old Town all weekend in Chicago. Let's see, what else do we got? We're gonna be in Dubuque before you know it.
March
Thomas.
17th or 18th, something like that.
One of those.
St. Patty's Day weekend.
Oh no.
Oh, that might be rough.
Yeah. They're gonna be blasted, blackout drunk.
Well,
I'm gonna get called ugly 37 times that weekend. Fuck.
Your eyes are gonna be both too close and too far apart.
And too far away.
All right.
All right.
Bye, you guys. We love you.
He married my sister, now we're living together. We're roommates in